Woo! I feel good! What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. Sorry, I must be going stir crazy. I need out the house. The Vivo X Fold 6 is coming out soon, and while last year's Vivo X Fold 5 was very good, it kind of fell behind the likes of the Oppo and potentially even the Samsung. Jury's still out on that, but it also doesn't matter because the X Fold 6 is putting Vivo back to the top of the foldable phone market. Let's go! Now, the first thing I want to get out of the way is this blue colour on the thumbnail and the product images. This blue is stunning. The only issue I have is I didn't know there was a hole out there I haven't done yet. A blue hole? Sorry, that's a bad joke. But that's what they're calling this colour. Yeah, blue hole. Make of that what you will. I do think it's stunning. However, the image also gives away a fantastic feature coming to most foldable phones in 2026. An IP68/69 water and dust resistance. Yes, foldable phone fans or wannabe foldable phone users, you're no longer going to have to worry about durability issues with your foldable phone, which I know is at the top of a lot of people's priority lists. So, thank you, Vivo. Now, I just want to go back to clarify what I was saying about the X Fold 5. It wasn't a bad phone. I said it was a really good phone. It just fell within a lot of really good releases from the likes of Oppo and Honor. And you could say, perhaps, if you were being cynical, maybe Vivo rested on their laurels after the success of the X Fold 3 and X Fold 3 Pro, and they didn't put quite as much effort in the X Fold 5. Well as the durability, you also have the new battery on the X Fold 6, a 7,000 milliamp hour cell. Hallelujah! A large format foldable phone with a 7,000 milliamp hour battery. Bigger than all the rest, other than the Honor Magic V6 1TB Chinese version. Now, in terms of the chipset, most of you will know this brand. Most of you will know that this is a great chipset, but then there will be some that are put off because it's not the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, whatever they're going to use. It's MediaTek Dimensity 9500 Super, I believe they're calling it. Listen, last year's Oppo X9 Pro used MediaTek Dimensity chipset. The X300 Pro from last year also used MediaTek Dimensity's flagship chip. I believe that was the 9300S. MediaTek are arguably less powerful than Qualcomm, but more efficient than Qualcomm. Again, it's like tit for tat, there's ball hairs in it. Either way, it's a flagship chipset. The key benefit of a MediaTek chip is the price. Cheaper for manufacturers than Qualcomm's, so the retail price of their phones can be slightly lower. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But the upgrades don't stop there because it is a thinner and lighter device at less than 10mm, at around 9.2mm thick and 220 grams in weight, with a 6.5 inch outer display and an 8.02 inch inner display, with what is believed to be the same creaseless technology that Oppo are using on their device. That I have yet to confirm. I still, in the back of my mind, think it's going to be a better crease implementation, but probably more like the V6 rather than the N6 from Oppo. Time will tell. Now, in terms of the key specs you probably want to know about, it's the cameras. And we have a 200 megapixel lens, and it's a 1/1.4 inch main sensor from Samsung. It's the same sensor that's used in a couple of other phones just now, and it's going to be great. paired with a 50 megapixel 3x optical zoom lens and a 50 megapixel ultra wide. No samples to show, but rest assured I will have a camera comparison video and deep dive video. I have the V6 Global given to me by Honor. There will be a versus video on those two, you can be sure of it. Now that's most of the flagship specifications, and I think we can all agree that so far we're all feeling a little bit well. Now we need to talk about the release date and the price. And we'll start off with letting you know, because the questions in the comments will be asking the same thing, will it come global? The answer is yes. There will be a global version of the X Fold 6. Both the Chinese and global will run Origin OS software. Fun Touch is no longer a thing. Hallelujah. So, release date. The keynote for the Chinese launch of the X Fold 6 is on June 26th. FYI, I am trying my damnedest to get there, but with only a week to go, I don't think Vivo are going to take me. That's okay, maybe I'll get invited to the global launch, of which there will be a global launch. I am not sure if there will be a separate event in July, or if they're just going to release it globally in July in certain markets. Not the US, not the UK. Sorry folks, just not happening. But you know the Average Dad Tech Store has you covered. Now, the final thing to talk about is the price. And for those that have watched my channel for any amount of time, you will know that the Chinese version of any device is typically around 15% cheaper than the global version. That won't be any different. The Chinese version of the X Fold 6 for the 0.5 terabyte, 16 gigabytes of RAM is going to come in at around £1,249. The global version for 16 gig of RAM and 0.5 terabyte of storage is going to be £1,499. Caveat, star, asterisk, those prices are not confirmed, but as promised, we will be cheaper than any other legitimate import store. So, there's everything you need to know about the Vivo X Fold 6. Now, if you're still watching, please take a look down and see that thing that says subscribe. If it says that, hit it, because you've not hit it yet and you watch my videos. Please get me to 100,000 subscribers by Sunday. This week, let's hit 100k. And for watch fans out there, whether it be smartwatches, luxury watches, even Fitbands, yes, my Fitbit Air review is going to be on the watch channel. Not quite sure it should be there, but that's where I'm putting it. So, subscribe to the AD Watch channel. Just released my latest review on the Rolex Root Beer last night. It's doing quite well considering it's such a small channel. So yeah. Other than that, I have nothing more to say other than I love you all. Have a great weekend when it comes and let's fucking go.